Pumpkins, welcome back to my bathroom with my cute ass shower curtain. We've been here before, and if you haven't seen that video, I did do a cute little skincare get ready with Vogue, and this time it's not with Vogue. Praying that relationship is still fully intact. Miss them. Miss you, Vogue. Anna, call me, baby. Let's make something happen. I'll do some docu footage with you, I swear. But today, I do get quite a few questions about my beard, and I get quite a few questions about certain trimming routines just in general, and I do think I sit here and I kind of want to show you like what I go through and what I like to touch on when it comes to my beard. So I just want to say right now I am fully pretty much completely unkept, which is my beard is at a length a little longer than I usually like. It's itchy. I've been itching it a shit ton, kind of just waking up and getting my day started. Above my lip, there's not, it's a little bit messy, nothing crazy, nothing super crazy, but I want to show you my hair grows so far down my neck, it's quite insane. So I be shaving my neck often. I also be shaving the back of my neck so often because I don't, I know it's a personal thing. I don't like all this hair just being like, what's up? We're not giving your head shape. I'm letting your Irish roots just grow all the way down. So I'm gonna show you how I like to go through trimming everything, how I just feel like all cute and orderly. If I was about to get on camera, something like this, right? If I was about to film an episode of dinner, what would I do to get ready? Jake Jones. Some of these things, I like to make sure I'm pretty close, really fine with the line, because these things can help you accentuate your jawline. My jaw and my chin, I don't have an incredible one, but I've got a thick old jaw, and the beard with my really pale skin, the beard helps make my jaw look so defined. So I know some people like their jaw to be defined as hell and they want to know how. So what I like to do before really I do anything when it comes to shaving bare skin to really outline my beard, I definitely always like to trim the beard first, get it to the length I want to. I also like to double check, where am I at with like the hair that's falling over my ear right here, right? Like, let me kind of comb it in different ways with my broken comb. You guys can get this at Target and then drop it on the floor 3 times and it'll crack in half. So that'll be beautiful. And then right before I get into just trimming my beard all together, I'm just gonna brush this shit up so my trimmer or my buzzer will just catch all that fucking extra length, okay? So I like to just and then you'll see it gets all nice and like fro-y. It kind of has like a nice little fro to it. So I have very fucking old, so I need to get a new one. I'll probably get a new one in the next month or so, but I'm kind of broken up right here, so like I definitely need a new one. But I take a 1 usually based on the length of my fade. My fade is a little bit grown out, but I think a 1 will blend it all up pretty well. Then I'm gonna comb these back down again, and then I'm gonna clean that up. And then I don't see too many men do this, but the men that do, I'm like, thank you. For me, it's a preference thing. Even with men I want to be kissing and shit, I'm not crazy about when people let their beard grow well over their lip, like all the stragglers. Now, if it was even and it was going over the lip, I think it could be cute, but I think I just like have a preference for a well-kept beard. So let me show you how I do it. So like I said, I want to get everything down to just a 1. I do a 1 usually. Sometimes I'll do a 1.5. I don't usually ever really go over that unless there is some eras I like to pull a little more of a bold beard. So I'll do this maybe at like a 1/2 and then do like a cute beard moment. Should I do that? No, we're gonna do 1. We're just gonna do 1 all the way through, because baby's gonna get a haircut pretty soon. But okay, let's get into it, babes. Do you see how I literally just cleaned that up? Like, this is looking even now. Sometimes I do pull like a Hootie and the Blowfish. Like, I'll be like, just to let that hair be up, angled, let me get at it from every angle. So Hootie and the Blowfish that shit out. And sometimes you'll be getting hair like fucking getting in your eyes and shit. It's beautiful. It's a great time. Young money. Stop, Jake. Jake, literally fucking shut up. Okay, I don't even want to show you how much hair is on this sink, but I'm sure you saw it all just fall off right there. But now that I feel like the length of my beard is like nice and just lovable, you know what I mean? Like lovey-dovey, like you could cuddle with this beard. You can really cuddle with any length beard, but like for me, I'm cuddling with my own beard, you know? Because it's my skin up against its own hair. But I like to shape up my mustache right above my lip. I like to shape that up. I just want to make sure it feels kind of even. So now that the length is right, I'm gonna make sure this bitch feels kind of aligned with my lips. And then I'm gonna tighten up these moments right here, right above my ears, just to be like, you know, kind of clean cut, at least in the face. So I don't know if I can see this super well, so I'm gonna be right here, okay? Alright, I do want to show you how I do it. Hard to, okay, so what I'm doing, is I'm looking at the mirror behind my camera, and you do want to get really up close for good precision, but sometimes you want to just let your lips rest in a state where you're like, let's just outline these lips, right? Okay, so my Cupid's bow is really prominent, so I want to make sure I'm still cleaning it up. So I'm stretching out my lips. You see that even line? I fuck with that. I don't know if everybody fucks with that, but I also clean up so there's like a little bit of a square edge right here. I could fuck this up really bad right now. So this is when you're gonna think I'm a psychopath, but I kind of think about like, if I'm smiling, right? Is my hair just gonna elongate over that a shit ton? I wanna think about the normal marks I'm gonna make as my expressions throughout the day, right? What am I doing with my lips? I do think about shit like this. I know it's fucking crazy. It'd be like, fucking calm down. But when I get out of the shower and I show you how I actually clean shave the line of my beard, I look and think about like, when I'm turning, is my jaw actually going to undercut where I put my line? Because I don't want that line over my jaw, because then you see the curve of my jaw and then my beard line, girl, no. You want to make sure that shit is right under your jaw at a moment where it's really outlining it everywhere you turn, everywhere you look. You want to feel like it's properly outlining your jaw. So we're going to get into that. But for right now, let's look at the lips. This is so gay that I'm doing that. Okay, and I think this is really great for tons of men to learn. These small little upkeeps, like just doing this right above your ear. Because these small moments can elongate a haircut for yourself. It can keep you from going to the barbershop or the salon as often, when you can just... As I pause myself, when you can just teach yourself how to do this shit. I know a lot of dudes who go to the barbershop to get cleaned up, and I'm like, I actually clean up my own beard. I have been cleaned up before at a barbershop, and I was like, it's a no-go. And no, don't you dare touch my face. Fellas, if you want to keep your nose hair and you want it to protrude out of your nose, this isn't the video for you. But the fellas who don't want nose hair coming out of your nose, these attachments are in there for a reason. Like, I don't think I could ever get my shit waxed out of my nose, like the videos you see of them just like fully lunging and ripping out their entire nostril. This baby does me just right, and if I need to do this once a week, once every 2 weeks, luckily I'm not at the place where my nose hair grows like that. This is just a really easy little zzz, zzz, and your nose is looking like nice and kept. So, you know, not as many bats in the cave, okay? So now I want to get to upkeeping the back of your hairline. I might do a bad job at this. I might do a great job at this. So we're going to see. I'm not too stressed about it. But you will most likely be able to see better than I will. I'm actually probably gonna just take off my panties, okay? Because you're just gonna, I don't want to fuck up my clean ass undies right now, okay? But, okay, so you obviously need optics for this. You need a use of certain mirrors. My mirrors in this bathroom help me so much. Wow. Okay, so this right here, I don't know if you can see this. This is an ingrown hair because I went too hard using this. Don't go too hard. I have shaved the back of my neck before. I don't really recommend that. At some point, I would love to get some laser hair removal because I would love to not upkeep this as often as I do. I probably trim the back of my neck once a week. Once a week. Okay, obviously it's not gonna be a fucking Picasso painting, or really actually, let's say Van Gogh. I just want it to look cleaner. I want there to look like there's this distinguished hairline, right? Are you singing I Just Want You For My Own? More than you. Is that all I want for Christmas? Come on, February. We're doing Christmas in February, y'all. That's my roommate. That's my baby girl roommate. Okay, so I already know this does not look symmetrical. I really just go for a cleanliness look. If it seems decently symmetrical, whatever. If it's not symmetrical at all, then I'm thinking about how many people are actually looking at the back of your fucking head, you know? A lot of people, but guess what? I can fuck up a couple times, so I can't tell. I don't know if you can tell if this is like fresh. Does it look clean? But yeah, we've done just about everything except, so we've cleaned up my lip, we've cleaned up the beard, we've cleaned up my nose. We've also cleaned over my ears just a little bit. And last but not least, we're gonna shave my neck a little bit over, and we're just gonna really do a single blade trim, full skin shave under. But what I do before every single shave is I do use warm water, quite warm to steamy water, but I like to shower first. I like to really get these pores open. I really like to get some warm water in there and just like really moisten up the skin before I shave. I once went to the Art of Shaving and spoke to this guy for like 30 minutes. He was a gem, he was amazing. I let him know, I was like, my neck hair grows every which way, and he took a look at it and he was like, yeah, it really fucking does. How does your neck hair is wild. So he said the best resort for me was a single blade razor, and I've been using that ever since, and truly it does help a ton. Showering before helps immensely for me. It helps get rid of any red bumps afterwards. It helps soften the hair even and make it easier for the shave, which I think just makes it easier on the skin altogether. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna jump in the shower and I'll be right back. Okay, babies, I am fresh out of the shower. I just put a little more warm water on my face because I did dab just a little bit dry, but we're gonna put on my shaving cream. I don't do anything super special. I think this baby, he's cheap, but he does the trick. I think you can do some really cute shit if you want, but I've never had an issue with him. You also only use him for 10 seconds, and I think aftercare in this situation is maybe a little bit more important, but let's put this baby on. You see how much fucking neck hair I have? Did you see that? You see it? And then I like to do like a little trim moment right there, nothing crazy. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, let's get into my single blade razor. If you've never used one of these, you don't want to go straight into just acting as if it's like a 5-blade razor. It's not your Gillette, it's different. You do want to get comfortable with how you angle this single blade. I love it, it's so clean. Once you really learn the frick out of it, and you really learn the fork out of it, it just works so well, and I love it. And I think I don't know. I think it very much, I think it just helps a ton with my skin. So I'm gonna warm it up with some water and then just show you kind of exactly what I do. Because guess what? That's why you guys are here, you know? Shit. Step one done. Okay, now, everybody's growth pattern is different on their face. Everybody's growth pattern is different, period, I'm pretty sure. But mine, it is super helpful for me to move upward because the growth pattern is so bizarre, but the majority of my lower neck hair actually grows up. Ripley's, believe it or not. And I do like attacking it at an angle a bit just because I think it helps me visually, but I also think it helps get to a lower level of the hair as well. Does anybody else just immediately as they're shaving just start feeling relief from the itchiness? You're like, oh, it's like getting that really fucking good itch out, you know? And you can see immediately some of my redness from having it be that grown out. When it's that grown out, I could do something as simple as just sleep on my pillow and it's pulling, it's tugging, so then my very pale skin shows redness immediately. As I attack my lower neck, I just want to fully clean the entire surface, get all the hair out of there. But as I get closer to my jawline, I really want to slow down. I want to make more precision. And then I personally actually need to move some shaving cream away, leave some of the moisture there just to be able to get those fine lines. Ready? So I'm moving this out of the way. Do you see? You can't even see a line. You're like, where? So this is kind of a technique I like. I don't know if anybody else uses this technique, but I like to put my tongue at the top or the roof of my mouth or in front of my upper teeth just to like exaggerate my jawline. So I like to move a little bit of that out of the way. And I like to see where is there maybe like a ½ an inch after my jaw feels like it's fully sucked in. Where is there like a ½ an inch fully under that I can just start placing that line? So a lot of this is kind of just like visionary, Imagineer work. I know I'm like a Disney love bug, but you want to figure out, we obviously do not want to cut your beard right at the jawline. Some people like that. I'm not crazy about that. I want my beard to fully encompass the entirety of my jaw in a complimentary and flattering way to my face. So hot. And you may be able to see like I'm sucking in my face the entire time I'm doing it, just so I'm kind of giving that frame of where I want the outline to be. Okay, baby. Then I actually like to follow up rinsing all of it off with hot water and then turning that water nice and cold to close up those pores. At least I've heard that's helpful. Who knows if it's true, baby, you know? Who even knows, you know? But I would then go from this step and never forget aftercare. So most days what my aftercare is just a simple moisturizer. I know some people do an aftershave of alcohol. I have heard that can help with red bumps, but I've also heard that dries out the skin like no other, so it's just not healthy for the skin. But on a day like today, I'm about to go to the gym, so what I'm gonna do is just put on my daily SPF, and that for me would work really well as an aftercare if I was doing this before bed, my nighttime routine. But that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on my SPF. That is a great moisturizer, but you wanna make sure you do some level of precaution when it comes to aftercare. You wanna make sure that skin that just got extremely exfoliated gets some hydration. And you may see I've got a couple nicks, maybe a couple red bumps, but as you can see, like if I turn this way, the entirety of my jaw is outlined the way I want it to be, right? And none of it's gonna be constantly perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? Like my face isn't perfect, so it's not meant to be like wildly symmetrical, and I don't want it to be super wildly symmetrical, but I do kind of want it to encapsulate the way my jaw is structured just to be partially flattering. Like, look at that, I missed some hair, look at that. And guys, while I'm here, let me grab that hair, right? Slay. Did you see that? Look at me just go. So yeah, from here, I would do my day routine, and I've done that before, but this was my beard routine. This was me cleaning up quite a bit. This is me getting my cheeks up here, getting over the ears, nose hair, how I do my lip, this big old fucking neck, and even the back of the neck. You guys, let me know if this was helpful. To whoever loves having a beard, to whoever wants to explore having a beard, let me know if this was helpful in any way. I know you saw me contort my face, you saw me pulling to make sure I was getting certain edges, like getting the roundness. Those things are important in my opinion, and you want to make sure you encapsulate your face for all the expressions that you want to go through on a day-to-day. I think, you know, if you're like this all the time, but your beard, it stops right here, when your beard can grow super low, you know, let's think about like, how are we gonna make that like a little more natural looking on your face? Maybe, who knows? Whatever you want. Pumpkins, thank you for joining me on this one. I hope it was helpful in any way. And by no means am I credible in this business, but I have gotten a couple questions, aka a lot of questions, so I felt the motivation to make this video. And let me know if it was helpful, you know? Also, let me know if you didn't care at all, but you watched it. So thanks for the view, babes. Mwah! I'll see you guys on the next video. Young money.